In a biography called Charles at 70, Thoughts, Hopes, and Dreams, royal biographer Robert Jobson fueled speculation that the heir to the British throne never really wanted to marry Princess Diana in the first place.
It has also been argued that Philip and Charles see things differently, with the Duke being a pragmatist and his son a romantic, and it is said Charles was desperate to get out of the wedding.
According to Mr Jobson's book, Prince Charles told friends, "I desperately wanted to get out of the wedding in 1981, when during the engagement I discovered just how awful the prospects were, having had no chance whatsoever to get to know Diana beforehand."
The Queen was offended at Charles entertaining Camilla Royal LOVE LIFE. The Queen loves to gossip about staff's flings that
Prince Philip was also concerned about the engagement. According to Mr Jobson, and the Duke of Edinburgh reportedly told Charles that he should either propose to Diana or release her.
While Mr Jobson writes that Charles did not blame his father or mother at all for his unhappy marriage to Diana, another biographer agrees that the heir did publicly blame the Duke of Edinburgh. Biographer Tom Bower argues in his book, Rebel Prince, The Power, Passion, and Defiance of Prince Charles, how Charles had publicly blamed his parents, particularly Philip, for an unloving childhood and being forced into an unhappy marriage. Prince Charles's relationship with his father Prince is said to have been rocky at times, and in the past, the heir to the British throne is said to have described his father as harsh and hectoring.
The Duke has previously admitted he and his son are as different as can be. In 2016, Philip spoke with royal biographer Gyles Brandreth and recognized that Charles is a romantic and I'm a pragmatist.
He said, "That means we do see things differently. And because I don't see things as a romantic would, I'm unfeeling."
Mr Brandreth's book, Charles and Camilla, Portrait of a Love Affair, reveals that Charles saw himself as a victim of Prince Philip's harsh parenting techniques.
The relationship between Prince Charles and his father, Prince Philip, has always been precarious, but Mr Brandreth's book takes a closer look at just what may have gone wrong between the two during Charles's childhood to create such a strain.
Mr Brandreth claims Charles felt picked on by his father throughout his formative years.
The author wrote, Prince Charles, on the other hand, recalls being pretty heavily dropped on by the Duke of Edinburgh on numerous occasions.
At mealtimes, in front of guests, his father's banter regularly reduced the young Duke of Cornwall to silence and incipient tears.
On one occasion at the Braemar Highland Games in front of thousands, father publicly rebuked son for fidgeting. Both Queen Elizabeth and Philip were repeatedly away during Charles's and Anne's formative years. It was a crucial time for the crown when Elizabeth ascended to the throne, and Philip provided the utmost support to his wife.
Charles was about 4 years old at the time, and many reports have stated that Charles grew up spending most of the time with his nannies and the Queen Mother.
However, Mr Jobson dismisses claims that Charles blamed his parents for his marriage to Diana.
Mr Jobson wrote, more important, insiders say Charles does not blame his father or mother at all for his unhappy marriage.
Nor does he blame them for his inability to back out of the engagement.